Assalamualaikum and hi students. Again, I'm Miss Wawa. We'll continue this topic with another subtopic 10.3, Hormones in Mammals. So, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to state the types of hormones and state the types of mechanism of hormone action. Firstly, let's get to know about hormone. Hormone is a chemical substances that secreted by the endocrine glands in the body, for example, glands in the brain, and transported into the bloodstream. Along the bloodstream, it will reach the target cells or organ. Different hormones perform specific roles, therefore it will send chemical signal inside the body. And once they reach the target cell, their job or commands include the body's growth and development. In metabolism, for example, the cellular respiration will produce energy. In sexual function and also reproduction. There are several characteristics of hormone. Hormone is a chemical messenger that will travel in bloodstream, secreted by endocrine glands in a small quantities or low concentration. And the hormone, once they reach the target cell, they will bind to specific receptor of the target cell. Therefore, they will produce different effect in different target cell. Next, let's have a look at the type of hormone. Hormone can be non-steroid, that is made up of amine or peptide. And also, hormone can be steroid. For non-steroid hormone, it is water-soluble. Therefore, it is also called as lipid insoluble, or they are hydrophilic molecule. For steroid hormone, they are lipid-soluble. Therefore, non-steroid hormone cannot pass cross through the plasma membrane, while steroid hormone can pass cross the plasma membrane. In the mechanism of action for non-steroid hormone, it is called as second messenger or CAMP molecule that will be produced during the mechanism of action. While for steroid hormone, mechanism of action is called as gene activation. Mechanism of action for non-steroid hormone will give response within a few minutes only, while for steroid hormone, it gives long-term response. This figure shows the receptor location for different types of hormones in their target cells. For water-soluble hormones or non-steroid hormone, once they reach their target cell, they cannot pass across the plasma membrane. They will bind to signal receptor that located on the cell surface, then will activate their mechanism of action. While for lipid-soluble hormones or steroid hormone, they can pass across and enter their target cell. Then will bind to signal receptor that located in the cell's nucleus. Then the mechanism of action will be activated directly. Next, this shows the major chemical groups of hormones, the example of hormones, and the source of gland whereby this hormone secreted from. The first chemical group is peptide and proteins, and their example are growth hormones, oxytocin hormones, and antidiuretic hormones, also called as vasopressin. They are secreted by posterior pituitary gland in the brain. Parathormone, secreted by parathyroid gland, calcitonin, secreted by thyroid gland, insulin and glucagon, secreted by islet of Langerhans in the pancreas, gastrin hormone secreted in the stomach mucosa, and secretin secreted from duodenal mucosa. Second chemical group is amine. The example are adrenaline and noradrenaline that secreted from adrenal medulla. Thyroxine secreted from thyroid glands. Follicle stimulating hormone FSH, luteinizing hormone LH, prolactin, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropin hormone. So these all hormone secreted by anterior pituitary gland in the brain. We also knew that hormones can made up from chemical group of steroid. Their example are testosterone hormone that secreted in testes in male individual, and estrogen and progesterone hormone secreted in ovary and placenta in female individual. And we all have adrenal cortex that secrete the corticosteroid. This figure shows the endocrine system in human body as a whole. In our brain, we have hypothalamus gland, pituitary glands, and pineal gland. At our neck, we have thyroid gland and parathyroid gland that attach to our trachea. Outside of our kidney, we have adrenal cortex gland and islet of Langerhans located in pancreas. For female individual human, we have ovaries and placenta to secrete female reproductive hormones, while for male individual human, they have testicle to secrete male reproductive hormone. This figure shows the illustration of posterior pituitary gland in human. Firstly, after being stimulated, hypothalamus will secrete a hormone called neurohormone. And then this hormone will target the posterior pituitary gland to secrete ADH or oxytocin. ADH is antidiuretic hormone that will travels along the blood vessel and target the kidney tubules to regulate the osmoregulation or fluidity in human body, while oxytocin will target mammary glands and uterine muscle in female human. Well, this is the figure of anterior pituitary gland, whereby anterior pituitary gland also will be stimulated by hormone from hypothalamus. Anterior pituitary gland will secrete more hormones than posterior pituitary gland. For example, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone that will target testes or ovaries in human. Thyroid stimulating hormone that will target thyroid. Adrenocorticotropic hormone that will target adrenal cortex. Prolactin hormones that will target mammary glands. Melanocyte stimulating hormone that will target melanocyte cells. And growth hormone that will target liver, bones, and other tissues. And we end our lesson for this chapter. Thank you.